A reading from the writings of St. Peter, Julian, Eymard. Self-abasement, the characteristic of Eucharistic holiness. Jesus Christ practices this self-abasement in his state of glory, and not only in a negative, but also in a positive manner. A man humbles himself negatively when, being a sinner and unworthy of God's graces, he acknowledges his misery and nothingness. It is easy for him to acknowledge that he is a good for nothing, since he produces only fruits of death. Positive humility, however, requires a man to humble himself in the good he does, or in the praise he deserves, by offering the glory to his actions to God, or by spontaneously depriving himself of it as a homage to God. That is the lesson Jesus Christ teaches us by his Eucharistic self-abasement. Humble yourself in your virtues. Certainly, a Christian as such is great. He is the friend, the heir of Jesus Christ. He participates in his divine nature. Divine grace makes him the temple and the instrument of the Holy Ghost. And what a greatness is that of the minister to be the sublimest of the sublimest mysteries, who commands to God, who sanctifies and saves souls and directs them to God. Really, if we consider their sublime dignity, the Christian and the priest might well have reason to exalt themselves like the angels of heaven, like Lucifer in his glory. If our Lord had contented himself with elevating us as he has done, he would run a great risk of losing ourselves through pride. But Jesus Christ abased his glory and greatness, and he tells us, "See how I humble myself. I am greater than you, certainly, and yet see what I do with my greatness and what I have become." If our Lord were not in the host, abasing therein his glory, we priests could not say to you, "Be humble," for you could reply, "We are princes of divine grace." That is true, but look at your king. That thought brings bishops and the Pope himself to their knees before our Lord. On seeing them humbling themselves in his presence, we proclaim that God alone is truly great. Spiritual communion, my Jesus. I believe that you are really present in the Blessed Sacrament. I love you above all things, and I long to receive you into my soul. Since I cannot now receive you sacramentally, come at least spiritually into my heart. I embrace you as one who has already come, and unite myself entirely to you. Never permit me to be separated from you. A reading from the Imitation of Mary. Union with God. The believer speaks. God of charity and love, may you be forever praised for the close relationship you deigned to establish with the Virgin you had chosen as Mother of our Savior. And may you, Holy Virgin, be praised as you deserve for having faithfully corresponded to God's grace. I cannot weary of admiring your sublime virtues, but what especially excites me, my wonder, is your intimate and unbroken union with him. Your heart, free as it was of all affections toward creatures, was like a mystical heaven within which the Lord loved to dwell, and where you enjoyed his presence in peace. Sleep did not interrupt this sweet relationship, And you could say, with the bride of the Song of Songs, I sleep, but my heart is awake. Why is it not given to me to live united to God in this way, and to be bound to earth only by the bonds of the body? Mary speaks, My child, it was a great grace that the Lord gave to me that I should never lose awareness of His presence. If you aspire to the same favor, begin by doing away with all earthly affections and separating yourself from all that is not God. The effort will be a costly one, but you can never pay too dearly for the gift that will reward your efforts and sacrifices. Make use of everything around you to elevate your mind to God, and you will find countless reasons for glorifying and praising Him. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Mary, ever Virgin.